A very warm good morning, dear students, and welcome to today's sociology class. Students, today we were supposed to have a live class, but due to certain issues, I won't be taking the live class today. And to make sure that we are in sync with the chapter that we were doing, terms, concepts, and their use in sociology, so I'll be sending this video for you all so that you all will be able to recall about the caste system as a system of stratification in Indian society. And you will also get knowledge about the system of class that exists in the society at large as a system of stratification. So, at the very onset, let us first discuss, or let us instead recall about the caste system. So, you all know that caste system is deep rooted in the Indian society, and it refers to the inequalities in terms of somebody's honor, somebody's prestige, somebody's wealth, etc. So, castes are ascriptive groups. It means that once you were born into a caste, you belong to that caste automatically. You cannot achieve a caste. Okay, so if you're born in a Brahmin family, you will be a Brahmin all your life. If you're born in a Kshatriya family, you will be a Kshatriya all your life. So that is why it is said that caste, which is deep rooted in the Indian society, which is responsible for creating inequality at large within the Hindu groups, it is ascriptive. That means it is gained by somebody by birth. So, caste, it is ranked in a hierarchical manner. It is ranked as higher or lower as compared to the others in the social hierarchy. So, this entire caste system is a very huge system. And the concept of caste is very huge in itself. Therefore, we refer to the Varna system in India. Varna literally means color, and this Varna system in Hindu society is divided into four categories. And based on these categories, people are hierarchically arranged. So there are the Brahmins at the top, followed by the Kshatriyas, then the Vaishyas, and then the Shudras. Then there are the Panchamas or the untouchables who are considered to be outside the Varna system. So now let us quickly recall the various features of caste. So as I already told you, caste is something which is ascribed, which is got by birth, it cannot be achieved. Next, caste is endogamous, which means that caste follows endogamy. That means strict rules of marriage. So if you are a Brahmin, you will have to get married to a Brahmin. If you are born into a Shudra family, you have to get married to a Shudra itself. Okay, so the marriage rules are very strictly restricted to the members of a particular caste group. Next is hierarchy of rank and status. So, as you already know, the entire caste system is a system of hierarchy where some caste enjoy a proper or a respectful position, while some gets less respect as compared to the uh, castes groups which are placed in the first orders. Then the idea of purity and pollution. So in traditional India, this system of caste, it is based on the idea of purity and pollution. So pure means the people who are born as Brahmins or as Kshatriyas. That means they are the ones who are twice born. Okay, then comes the polluted caste, which are less pure than the Brahmins and the Kshatriyas, and they are basically the Vaishyas and the Shudras. And the untouchables are the most polluted ones. They are not even allowed to take a glance at the other castes. And at last, caste dictates the type of work. It dictates what kind of occupation you will be engaged in once you are a grown up person. So if you are born into a Brahmin family, you will have to be priest, you will have to do all the religious work. If you are born into a Vaishya family, you are expected to be a businessman, a trader, and so on. So these are the various features of the caste system, and if you go through all these features, then you will get to know that this system of caste is actually responsible for creating great inequalities in society. It has created stratification in the Indian society, especially if we talk about the Hindu religion. So, this is all about caste and about its features. And through this, we also came to know as to how caste creates stratification, and it has always created stratification ever since ancient times. So, the main discussion of today's class is the topic on class. So, class, just like caste, it is another system through which social stratification can be seen. So when we compare the class group and the caste group, then you need to understand that the boundary is not very clear. There is not a, watertight compartment, a watertight division between the class group and the caste group. But there is one thing: class group or class status can be achieved, it is not ascribed. It is just opposite to the caste system. So a caste is ascribed, but a class is achieved. You can achieve something. Okay. So when we talk about class stratification, then somebody is stratified or somebody is said to be unequal as a class based on one's economic possession. So, based on your economic position, you will be a high class person, you will be a middle class person, you will be a low class person, or perhaps you can be a BPL, below poverty line. So, as much as wealth you have, as much as economic resource you can possess, your class will also become higher and higher. So, that is why class is achieved, it is not ascribed. Based on your wealth, based on your economic possession, you can gain your class. You can be born poor, but you can become rich in future, which will ultimately decide your class. So let us try to define class here. So class refers to a group based on sharing of similar economic resources, that is wealth, income, or property. Remember one thing: your class is determined by three things: wealth, income, or property. So if you want to belong to a particular class, then you have to have similar economic resources. So today, I cannot call myself a person of a high economic class. That is because I cannot compare myself to Ambani. Yes, but I can call myself to be a middle class person because I do a job, I earn regularly, and that is why I am a person who belongs to this middle class family. Then again, there are people who are below poverty line, who do not have any job, who are unemployed, who are unaware of certain things. So according to your income, according to your wealth, the property that you possess, according to your economic condition in the society, your class is determined. So let us see some of the common features of a class. So members of the same class, they share similar economic interest. So at times they may even be tempted to form certain economic organizations. Like the trade unions are formed by factory worker. Then also at the same time, people belonging to a same class, they share similar lifestyles. So these are some of the features of a class. Next, let us try to understand how various perspectives in sociology try to differentiate class. So, here we will be studying three such perspectives: the Marxist perspective, the functionalist perspective, and the perspective by Max Weber. So, the Marxist perspective, or as we say, the conflict perspective, they say that the social classes in a society is defined by what relation they have to the means of production. Means of production means land, capital, labor, factories, etc. So, different people in a society, they have different possession. Okay, some may have a lot of land, lot of capital, lot of factories, while others might not have any of these. They might be working for those people who already own these. So Marxist says that your social class is determined by how much means of production you have. So based on that, you can be either a capitalist or you can be a laborer. Okay, and he believes that there is always a constant struggle between the various classes of people within a society, because everybody wants to get the various means of production. So based on what you own, based on the relation you have with the means of production, your social class is determined. It is determined whether you are a capitalist or whether you are a petty capitalist, which means a middle class person, or whether you are a worker, a laborer. So, this is all about the Marxist perspective. Next comes the perspective of Max Weber. So, Max Weber said that somebody's social class is based on one's market position. Market position means how much money or wealth that somebody possesses, or how much bargaining power somebody has to possess something. Okay, so that is why Max Weber identified three aspects of class. He talked about three features. First of all, he used the term life chances, which means rewards and advantages in the market. That means life chances means how much capacity you have to earn reward to get profit in the market economy. Next, life chances, they rest exclusively on economic interest and wealth. So if you want to talk about life chances, then basically you want to earn more and more wealth. You want to have more economic interest and extensive economic interest. And thirdly, class is represented under conditions of labor and commodity market. That means economic resources. So a particular class in a society, it has to be represented under, various kinds of economic resources. So what kind of profit you are getting, how much economic resources you own, ultimately that will decide your life chances, which Weber defines as class. So the next perspective that we are going to study is the functionalist perspective. So the functionalists, they believe that no societies are classless. All societies in the world, they have got some kind of stratification. They have got some kind of classes that exist. So the functionalist theory of stratification, which was provided by sociologists like Kinsley Davis and Wilbert Moore, they say that social inequality, they always exist in a society, they function in a society, and they do so because the most talented individuals, those people who are talented, those people who get the more opportunity, they occupy the jobs. All right. So since the people who are most talented, since the people who have got more life chances, who have got more opportunities, they always get jobs. And since they get jobs, there is inequality because there are many others who do not get jobs. So, read the sentence very carefully. The social inequalities are functional for society because they provide an incentive, an opportunity for the most talented individuals, that means for the most deserving individuals, to get jobs, to get employment. And this kind of employment, this kind of a situation is very much essential in order to maintain a society. So Kinsley Davis and Wilbert Moore, they always believed in some kind of competition, and that competition is won by those people who are more talented. They are got by those people who are more deserving, and because of this there is inequality. And they say that this kind of inequality or this kind of classification of classes are very necessary for the orderly maintenance of a society. So, this is your homework. I hope you have understood whatever I tried to explain you today. Kindly read through the textbook, the entire topic of class as given. And your homeworks are, first of all, you have to write the meaning of class and then give its various features. There are only two features that I have highlighted. You can write those, or if you can get a third one, you can do so. Next, you have to explain the system of caste from the various social perspectives. That means from the Marxist perspective, from the perspective of Max Weber, and ultimately by the functionalist perspective. So remember, you have to submit your homework latest by tomorrow, that is Tuesday, and this submission has to be done exclusively only in Google Classroom. And students, before I end, I would also like to remind you all regarding your presentations. Please be very sincere about your presentations. It's very important. Those who have not submitted, definitely you will get a 0. And those who did not get your dates yet, I will be giving it to you very soon. Thank you. I hope you all have understood whatever I tried to explain you. Please go through the slides once again, and don't forget to go through your textbook and then move forward for your homework. Thank you. Have a very good day.